Hey guys, welcome to Red 50. Thank you for tuning into another video. If you're new to the channel, thank you for stopping by. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. So in today's video, we're going to learn how to replace the air filter on your Mustang GT. Right behind me you can see I have a 2019 Mustang GT, which is the Gen 3, but if you do have a 2015 up Gen 2 Coyote motor as well, it's going to be the same process. Ford typically recommends changing the air filter every 20,000 miles per the service interval, so if you are above that, make sure you are checking your air filter and replacing it. Bunch of companies that make the air filter for your Mustang GTs, you can pick any of them, to be honest. You can go with the Ford Motorcraft or the Canon air filter that I went ahead with. There's also Air Raid that you can also go. Honestly, all of them are going to be more or less the same. You're not really going to experience any power gains, but as long as you replace it, it's going to keep your engine running good. So this is what the old air filter looks like from the 2019 Mustang GT. It's had about 38,000 miles on it. I replaced it a little bit later because the weather hasn't been ideal. So we're going to be showing you how to replace it. I already have the new air filter in there, but I'm going to walk you through step by step on how to do it. It's very easy to do. Take it from someone who barely works on their cars, and it was just a very simple install. Anyone can do it. So don't go to your local shop. Definitely not the dealer to be paying like $60 or $80 just to replace an air filter. I will also leave the link in the description for the one I've gotten if you wanted to get the same one. It is the Canon air filter. So of course the step one is to get the hood open. As you can see, I've got my hood open right now. This is what your engine obviously looks like, and that's where the stock air box is, and underneath this is where the air filter is. So you're gonna need to remove this. Again, no tools required, very easy to do. You're gonna remove this, take out your old air filter, and replace it with the new one. Now I'll show you how to remove this air box. So you can see there are two tabs here, one here, one here. So these are gonna just pull. These are plastic tabs, so if you're getting some resistance, maybe press on this, but don't pull too hard where you end up breaking it. For mine, it's gonna come off very easily. So you can see right here, all I'm doing is a simple pull, and it came off. Here, we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna do a simple pull, it comes off. And now, second part of tabs are right here. You see this one and that one. So you're going to need to pull this air box towards you to be able to remove it and lift it a little bit. All right, so now that those two tabs are pretty much undone, we're going to go ahead and lift it and pull it. Okay, so this is our old nasty air filter. So we're going to be basically taking it off, as you can see right over there. You can take it off from there. See, you just literally pull it. That's it. That's the old air filter of the stock Mustang GT. I've had this for 38,000 miles. Just look how dirty it is. It's nasty. So to install it, basically it's gonna be a simple plug and play. We can just set it in that spot right there. Alright, so we've got our air filter, and let's go ahead and install it. We're gonna lift this up, put it in its place, and shift it right in. There we go. And just make sure as you install it, just kinda push it a little bit so it's not sticking up, and you want to check all corner before you kind of screw everything back in, before you put everything back in. So I'm just going to do one last check. This looks pretty good. And on that side, yep, the filter looks good. So we're going to pop this back up, and then you want to secure with those two tabs we talked about. So you're going to just, now this time you're going to push it towards the interior of the car. Just like that, just make sure it's secure. And then these are going to be these two tabs we're going to put back in. Alright, and that's it. So guys, as you saw, this is how you can replace the air filter on your Mustang GT. As you saw from this tutorial, it's very easy to do. Anyone can do it. If you've never worked on the cars before, don't worry, it's very easy. As you saw from this tutorial, it probably took me 2 minutes to really do it. Even if it's your first time, you're going to take your sweet time, 10-15 minutes at the most. I honestly recommend definitely changing your air filter. Even if you don't care about the performance, you don't plan on tuning the car or any of that, changing the air filter is going to keep your engine running healthy, making sure you can get to 100,000, 200,000, even 300,000 miles on your Gen 3 Coyote motor. And honestly, even if you do care about the power, but you have the Gen 3 Coyote motor, you honestly don't need to get one of those colder intakes, because based on my extensive research, which is why I actually went ahead with this drop-in filter, is the stock air box on these Gen 3 Coyote motors is plenty. Like, it's pretty much like a cold air intake from the factory. So what a lot of people do is actually just replace the air filter and they're good to go. Because even if a cold air intake provides you with any horsepower, it's like 3 to 5 horsepower, you're not going to feel it, and you're going to be spending $350 or so. And if you're not ready to tune just yet, you're going to be forced to tune it, because no good cold air intake is going to run without a tune. So replacing just the air filter on your Mustang can keep it running healthy, because one of the maintenance items as well. And, you know, if you are on the fence on buying a cold air intake, maybe try with that first, because honestly, with these Gen 3 Coyote motors, you're not going to feel much of a difference. If you do have a Gen 2 Coyote motor, there may be some gains to have depending on who you're tuned with. Again, it's going to be minimal, but Gen 2, you could probably make an argument. With the Gen 3, you don't need it at all. I hope you guys enjoyed this video on how to install the air filter on your Mustang. If you enjoyed it, make sure to smash that like button, comment below which air filter you're going with, and of course, subscribe to Red 50 for more videos.